Wayne Alexander, who's looking quite a hot prospect. Alexander in the blue trunks. Has Ojay decided to clean up his act? He'd better do this time.
Well, he really has to. It was terrible, his performance last time. He needs to do well in this one. He's been very lucky to get a return. Alexander really didn't need to give him it, but I think there's still a lot to prove in there.
Oh, he's got him straight away with the right hand. How about that? Alexander is in trouble in the opening seconds. Goodness me. Well, that is different, isn't it? Why didn't he do that the first time? He has caused upsets in the past, this Ojay Abrahams. And Wayne Alexander is in the biggest crisis of his professional career already here.
Well, that was a very good right hand from Abrahams, but can he follow it up? Alexander trying to give himself time to let his head clear.
But as you can see, we've got 2 minutes left in the round. He's caught by another right hand. Alexander, who's a mega puncher himself. But is there a question mark against his own chin? He is going to have to dig deep here. That could have been curtains. Abrahams really should be moving in on him here.
He should. He's just giving him too much time. He needed to let the shots go.
Oh, and look at that. There was the power of Wayne Alexander. The left hook did it. Both of them on the floor, and we are not even 2 minutes into the contest. What a dramatic start. Good comeback, though, from Alexander to do that. Abraham's working well behind his jab. There's another right hand. This time, Alexander, it looks a more serious knockdown this time. Really unsteadily to his feet. There'll be a mandatory 8 count. Richie Davis takes a look at him, says, get the gloves up, okay, you can fight on, he says. 3 knockdowns already in this opening round. The fight has already been turned on its head. Alexander is poking faces at somebody at ringside.
It's not boxing, you step back, okay? Okay?
Break when I tell you is the gist of the message from the referee. Might be over in a round again. There was another right that got through from Abrahams there, and it seemed to stiffen the legs of Alexander once again.
Well, what an opening round this is. Plenty action here. They're both going for the big shots now, and when they do that, they're both leaving themselves open.
This is rip-roaring action in the first round. And we do hear the bell to end it. What about that?
A good right hand.
Here's the second round. You surely can't go the 8 rounds that it's scheduled. The Southern Area title, by the way, is not on the line this time, as it was for that dreadful first affair that ended in the disqualification. This time, Ojay Abrahams, trying to redeem his reputation, has come to fight. They're talking to each other now. There's plenty of feeling. And losing his balance there as he tried to let go with the left hand. Abrahams, who calls himself me, myself, and I, for some reason.
Well, Alexander just getting a little cocky and lunging in here. He's got to be careful he doesn't get caught.
2 warnings for Ojay Abrahams. Again, he gets through with the left hand, looking easy to hit Wayne Alexander. Alexander, who's won 8 out of 11 inside 3 rounds. He's yet to taste defeat as a pro. But anything could happen here, couldn't it?
Yes, it could. Both of them could punch and hurt again.
Oh, staggered, silly dance, and he's down again. He's in real trouble, Alexander. He's left himself open, maybe got a little bit cocky, and his vulnerability has been exposed here tonight. Ojay Abrahams may have the last laugh in this grudge rematch between these two, unless Alexander can come up with another jackpot punch from somewhere. He's got blood coming from his nose as well now, Alexander.
Well, Abrahams needs to give himself a bit of room to let the punches go.
He looks so open, though, Alexander.
It's a poor defense. When he's in trouble, he really... The chin comes up in the air, the hands come down.
Defense more or less being abandoned by these two. It's one of those last man standing kind of fights, this. Crowd aren't complaining.
And they're both letting the shots go. The defenses are down from both of them. It really is just who gets the clean shot on.
That looked a bit on the lowish side there. Alexander with a sleek little left hand out of the southpaw stance. Oh, a good right hand. Two of them from Wayne Alexander. Abrahams, those, you had the impression they travelled to the sole of his boots, but he stayed up. Both in danger of punching themselves out.
Look at the chin, very susceptible there.
Here's the third round. 4 knockdowns in the contest already. They've both been on the floor twice. Alexander, local to Crystal Palace. He's from Croydon in the blue trunks, unbeaten so far. Will he still be unbeaten at the end of this? Last night at the weigh-in, Abrahams tried to bury the hatchet with Wayne Alexander, who was having none of it. He said, let's wait till after tomorrow night's fight. I'm not having any of that now. Already, Ojay Abrahams has wiped out his horrific performance the first time they met. He's already scored upset wins in his career over Errol MacDonald and Darren Dyer in the past.
And they're both trying to get the jabs working now and find some gaps in the defenses. Just trying to settle down a little more.
I think Jimmy Tibbs has told Wayne Alexander to just get his boxing together. He was shaking his head in the corner watching the last round, watching Alexander forget just about everything he taught him in the gym.
Well, I think a lot of feeling and emotion was coming into the work of Alexander, and by doing so leaving himself very open.
Two quite tired fighters, you get the impression already in there, Glenn.
Yes, they are. When they're tired, they drop their hands, and the defenses are wide open. And really, you think...
Oh, good right hand, clubbing right from Alexander. Abrahams clinging on for dear life, close in.
Well, Abrahams bringing that left hook up from the floor, trying to get every bit of power he could into that shot.
It was almost shades of Nigel Benn there. Other right hand, he's on unsteady legs now, Abrahams. And once again, he wants to buy time by holding on. And great right hand, left hook, he'll have to stop it, I think, here, Richie Davis. Abrahams looks as if he's all out. Body shot, finished it off. This could be the end of it. 2.5 rounds of dramatic action, just over 2.5 rounds. Is he going to make it? He says he's all right, but it is stopped. He hugs the referee, almost in a kind of surrender, but what an effort Ojay Abrahams